Hello and welcome back to Baker Brews. For those of you that are new here, my name is Donna, and on this channel we chat about homesteading in the city and I share a ton of our family adventures. I wanted to take you guys on our little Canada Day adventure over out to Fort Saskatchewan, which is a city just outside of Edmonton. It is a whole 15-minute drive for us on the north side of Edmonton to get to Fort Saskatchewan, so it's really close and convenient. But we wanted to go and check out their Canada Day activities. In particular, we were really impressed and excited about the parade. The Canada Day parade there was excellent.
I'm not going that.
Your smart
Dude, I'm not going that too. I'm going it.
Yeah, baby. They threw candy they passed candy very kindly to the kids. There were people monitoring to make sure kids, stayed back off the road far enough and weren't getting picked off by the tractors. They had loads of tractors in the parade, loads of stuff in the parade. It was just really, really well done. We were definitely cutting it close in terms of time to make it on time for the parade, but we had some friends save us some spots, which I was really grateful for because it was busy. This was a big parade. There were so many people there for the parade, which was awesome.
Lincoln, look at this old fire truck coming.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Lincoln, look at that horn. Give him
Speed to the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. the night. Wanna dance to the light. Pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light. Pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
That's pretty cool.
It was a big parade. There were so many people there for the parade. Earlier that day, they also had a pancake breakfast, and they advertised a ton of activities over in Legacy Park that started around 1 o'clock. So, you know, they had your bouncy castles. They had a really cool mobile ninja obstacle course. They had a petting zoo, a mural that you could color, inflatables, glitter and face painting. They also opened up the Fort Heritage Precinct. The Northwest Mounted Police fort at the Fort Heritage Precinct was open and for free, so you could go and explore the city's rich history, interact with costumed interpreters, and learn about Fort Saskatchewan's essential part in Canada's rise to nationhood. It was super hot by the time we got to the Fort Heritage Precinct, but I'm glad we were still able to pop by and explore it as well. There was also a model train display that we saw, and my youngest absolutely is into trains, so they were really excited about that.
Stop the train! It's for engaging. Go on, keep going! Get on.
Yeah, go ahead, get on, get on.
He's doing some maintenance.
He's doing maintenance. You get started.
We'll be ready to go in a minute. Give her.
I need a hand up. Give me your hand. Oh, thank you for helping me onto the train. All right.
Really tall.
Drive the train. Come on board.
Oh, what's this? Why do you want to go?
Wait for Mom though.
It's okay.
Downstairs.
Let's go down. Don't touch, right? Just look with our eyes. Here it comes.
Current heat is 24 degrees.
It's a hobby.
It's completely a hobby.
A rainbow train.
Some say hobby, some say crippling addiction. It depends on who you are.
Guys, look, too cold. Oh, look, another cold. Hey, look, guys, a city. It's a city. Hey, look at that tractor. There's a city. Whoa. Oh, wait, there's even another one on top?
Yep, another loop up top.
Is it a different style of train on the top loop?
Yeah.
No, it's the same scale.
Same.
Where is it?
There's a big spiral in here that we used to get up there.
Where is it?
Inside here. You can see there's that layer of traffic, that layer of traffic, there's another layer here, another layer there, another layer there.
Why can't we see it?
Oh, because you can see the beautiful sky that someone painted.
This is quite a setup.
Right? Take a lot of time to set it all up,
I
right?
wish I could play with this.
Here it comes past the farmhouse.
Hey, look at that. Look at this thing go. This is really.
This is the old fort from like how long ago?
Probably anywhere from about the 20s to the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a car show and shine. There's a farmer's market. They had an entertainment live stage. And I know that they also had fireworks later in the evening. After the parade, we found a church nearby that was doing a barbecue. That was awesome. It was perfect timing. By the time the parade finished up, we went to a little park. We hung out for a bit, threw the frisbee around, ate our snacks, and then the kids were ready for lunch. So we stopped at this barbecue, picked up a couple burgers, and then headed over to the Legacy Park to explore the grounds and do the stuff there. There is, like I said, the model train area where you can go and see model trains, but they also have a rail car that's parked. And since my youngest is very into trains, he loved playing train on that thing. We were there for quite a while, probably a good half hour, and then we explored the rest of Legacy Park and just enjoyed a full day of Canada Day activities at Fort Saskatchewan.
coffee or tea, either beef with rice, either pork or beef, and then you got enough flour to make 2 biscuits, a dried apple, and potatoes, and then salt, pepper, and sugar.
Oh, that's the rations.
That was your daily ration. That was what the government paid for, and then you could grow, farm, and hunt everything else that you wanted.
Oh, cool. When was this?
This was about 1875. So.
I didn't realize you got rations from the government like that.
Yeah, the government would pay for, well, it paid for the fort. So you would build the fort, and then the government would reimburse the cost to the store you bought the lumber from. They paid for your uniforms, and then they paid for your food as well. Cool.
Oh, right. Oh, these two are bombs?
No, one over there is a kitchen. And prison, be like bed. Can I go through it?
Not through.
Oh, you can't go through?
One is a room.
Officer's kitchen. Shall we go in and take a look?
China and everything.
No touching will I believe. I'd probably get fired if I did.
The men's quarters. Wow, it'd look a little warm in those beds. My goodness.
Mommy, I don't like that one. It has a bear head.
An entire bear. The claws are still attached to the paws. It is real, but he is not going to hurt us. He is a nice bear.
It's
We
okay.
do not touch the bear.
That's
We look at the bear. We like the bear. We don't touch the bear.
This is the back in times bathroom. And then right next to it are some really nice modern bathrooms, thank goodness. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. After this, check out the video of what we did last year. We went to Edmonton's downtown Canada Day festivities and rode the LRT to get there. So that was a lot of fun that we had the year before.